Oh, look at these gorgeous dogs. So we should say there will be some people already, Héléne, who kind of have met the beautiful Sherman out in his travels. He's an incredible backstory. So he was a Thai street dog.
He was a Thai street dog that we got from Irish friends in Phuket. Many years ago, we went to dinner in their house. They needed to get rid of Sherman because they had only been asked to mind him. And I went into the house, and as I came out, I could hear my husband saying, now if I was ever going to have a dog, that's the type of dog I'd have. And the gentleman in the house said, he's yours. And that's how we got Sherman.
I should say it's Phuket, because I always pronounce it differently.
Phuket.
Ah, that's a shame. I really thought that was a potentially, we could have said it a few times.
Yeah.
Now we should say, there you go, you moved to the beautiful vineyards in Bordeaux, a very different life for our boy. So coming here, it's been a little bit of a kind of a great sort of return to his
return to his roots, because where we live in France is quite rural, and since he's come to Greystones, he's discovered people, and people in Greystones love dogs, and he goes out all on his ownio, and we put a name, his telephone number on him, and Brady's made it for us, the hardware shop. And after about probably 3 weeks, I was so sick of people calling me to tell me where he was that I went back to Brady's, and the lovely gentleman in Brady's has made a tag saying, I know my way home.
He's made that for a few people around here too, so.
I'm sure he has. My brother-in-law mentioned it the other day, actually. He could do with one. But
so I'm guessing for Sherman, it's a sort of it's a sweet place to be here, because not only has he's got your own place that you're staying in, but you've got your brother-in-law and his wife are just sort of down the road, so he heads off there, and so this is like a perfect playground for him now.
Perfect playground, and then he goes to the beach, and apparently he hangs out with the swimmers at the cove sometimes, with all the dry road people, and he's been known to be as far as Delgany. Actually, he's made his way as far as Delgany.
Now, my lad Max has a kind of an easiness around the estate I live on. He'll go out by himself, and kids know him and all that. And he seems, he's always been very practical. He doesn't stay on the road. He doesn't do all that sort of silly stuff. Did you kind of know from the start that Sherman was a smart dog, that he wouldn't sort of sit on the road to have a sandwich? Or
I know he's a smart dog, but recently we did get a call to say he was in the middle of the road in Delgany. Now I'm not sure how that happened. But I did witness for myself the other day in the main street when he saw my niece across the road, and he kind of said, hi mom, but I'm busy and I'm off. And he crossed the road, and as my niece said, he expects the cars to stop for him. And clearly that's what's been happening all his life.
Wow. I think street dogs have that sort of, they would have that attitude that you have to be a little bit king of the jungle. You can't be saying, can I have that sandwich please, or can I cross the road here, is that alright? Yeah.
I want to grab a take. Yeah.
So we should say ultimately he is happy. Like this is somewhere that he's.
My goodness me, he's such a happy dog. Yeah.
And how about is it Gilly? You're saying Gilly. There you go.
Gilly is his French girlfriend, who we adopted in France, because in France, as I say, we're so rural. Sherman doesn't go wandering, so we got Gilly to be a friend. But since they've come to Greystones, Gilly's a useless part of his life. So he wakes up in the morning and goes, hi Gilly, bye Gilly, and off he goes.
He doesn't need a car anymore. Now he's back out in the wilds.
He is indeed. And he's back close to the beach, Paul, don't forget, because in Bordeaux we're not near the beach, we're in a rural part, so he's a street dog, but he came from the beach in Phuket, so he's back on the beach, and he's loving being around the ocean,
Is there a chance he won't go home now?
Oh, he will definitely be. Absolutely. I've been asked it a few times. He'll definitely come.
If he sees plane tickets, he may know now I should go and maybe hide for 3 or 4 days.
Well, thankfully he's coming on the ferry, but when he came from Asia, he had 3 flights. And when he came here, he's the most well-travelled dog, Paul. I mean, if you consider from humble beginnings in Phuket to the Burnaby and Greystones, I think he's done pretty well.
I'm living in Bordeaux in France. Jammy swine. All right, Sherman, you having fun? You all right, Sherman? Where is? Good dogs. We'll see you later. We'll see you out in the street.